Ladies and gentlemen, this is the balancing act where we give certain flowers out to individuals or we let other individuals come on and promote their business or what they specialize in. Now, this is a homie of another homie. Hey, Brittany.
Hey,
Hey. So, ladies, gentlemen, without further ado, round of applause for Brittany. I'm going. I'm sorry, but you know I'm silly as hell.
it's okay. I enjoy it because it reminds me of Let's Get Ready to Rumble, that game. So we're good.
We good?
Mm.
Yes.
We're good.
Brittany, tell us a little bit about yourself, and because I know this is the first time really meeting Chris, because I know you said you saw Chris accept the award at what was it? It was the Black.
Black Excellence Awards.
All right, that's right. And this is your first time meeting Mike as well,
How you doing?
and
Hi, Mike.
Hi.
mhm. And so pretty much I know Brittany is on here to talk about her grant writing, which is very can come in very helpful and handy to those who are searching for grants. So Brittany, I'll shut up because I talk too much, and I'll let you take it away, and I'll let the guys ask questions. But go ahead, Brittany, take it away.
So my name is Brittany C. As James so amazingly announced. And I am a nonprofit specialist. So what I do is mainly show and teach those about grant writing. I coach. It's mainly for I mainly teach nonprofit leaders and business owners that are disadvantaged, minorities, black, non-black minorities, how to get access to the funding for their not just their business or their nonprofit, but for their projects as well.
Mm,
Mm.
nice, nice. So, what is your experience as far as like how long have you been on that? What's your background with writing grants?
I've actually been doing it for 5 years. It's gonna be 6 years coming up on December.
Mhm.
And I got into it just because I don't want to say I was bored, but I was looking for something else to do. I and so I've always liked to write. I've always liked to research, and this was like the perfect fit for me, grant writing.
What is the biggest challenges of like grant writing? Because I know a lot of people in our community that they are not very educated on
Mhm.
grant writing. So, like, what is the like? How do you even get started? Just to educate our listeners and and get them ready if they want to do grant writing.
If they want to do it, if they want to be taught, it is an extensive process on learning about it. And that's where I feel like I come in. I actually enjoy learning complex methods and
Mhm.
condensing them for those that really they don't want to read a lot. They don't want to probably do the research themselves, but I give them a comprehensive breakdown whenever I am training and coaching. That way they understand it a little better.
Mhm.
Okay.
Mhm.
Okay. Yeah, because definitely with us as a brand, or even just like us individually as influencers, like it can be overwhelming when like you'll research a grant and you'll see all these grants come down for this, for that. And it's just like, what do you do next? Like how do you decipher what's a good grant to pursue, what's not, what's just like I mean, how is that process like working with your clients doing the just finding and locating the grant that fits
I
them?
would say with finding and locating is very easy because I'm not going after all of them for my clients. I'm just going after the one that they're a match to. Think about it. When like you, James, everyone on this platform are friends, right?
Mhm.
Hmm.
Whenever you meet your friend, you're not going to be like, okay, that random guy that maybe kind of has a serial killer look and bad energy, that's my best friend. You're not going to do that. And it's the same process with writing grants. You want to go with the grant that you are qualified for, that you know that you're a match. And here's a tricky part. Here's a tricky part. Grants are very like mysterious as well as in plain sight at the same time. So a difficulty is also knowing which one that you qualify for. But when you know what you want as a business, as a platform, when you know what kind of funding you're looking for, when you have a knowing of self, a knowing of what your expectations are, as well as the grantor's expectations, then yeah, you can. I don't want to say it's easy. I don't want to guarantee anything because those are spam words in the grant community if you didn't already
Mm,
know. But
Hmm.
that's one way to help them reach their goal.
Okay.
love it, love it. So, what are some other things? I know me and you talked before about grants and like what else can we use the grants for? Like what other businesses or whatever things you can use the grants? Because I know we talk a lot, we chop up and laugh and joke around. But what are other things that we can use the grants for that we come across? Like
Okay,
example.
so I'll let them in on our conversation that we had. So
Mm,
when me and James talked, I told him that there are grants out there for artists.
mm,
Whether you're drawing, performing, even you can there is no category for cosplay, but under performance art, there are grants for that. And I told him this like this: when you go to the comic cons and those cosplayers are there, they're in character for what, 12, 18 hours.
mm,
And then it's not just that one day that they're there all week. So
Right.
for between 18 and, well, 12 and 18 hours, for let's say the convention is 5 days, they're that character.
Right.
They gotta, and being that character is not cheap. They got to eat, they got to take breaks. So, what better way to have a grant help them fund at least half of or a good portion of what they're already doing? That way, they're not stressed out. They're not like, oh, I got to go broke because I'm here at this convention. I don't know where my next meal is coming from, and starving artists. It takes that out of what it is that we love to do.
Hmm.
mm. That's
That's good. Um, so let me ask you about this. So you found a grant, right? You go through the process of writing it and applying for it. What is that review process like? What is like? Take us through a process like from once you find a grant and applying for, like, what is the process to see it through to actually getting the grant?
See you through to getting it. Excellent question. So after you applied and it's yes, the grantor is saying, yeah, I love your film project. I want to fund it. You agreed on the amount and they send it to you. After that, it is management. I call it post award management because you do need, before you even get there, you already need a plan on how you're going to spend the funds. So when now that you're at that stage of getting the funds, you know exactly what to do to spend it on what you need. And then you do have to keep a record of what you're spending. So if they're checking in or they want to see if you qualify for funding in the next year or the next few months, they're like, okay, yeah, they're good to go. I'm going to keep funding their project, or I'm going to keep sending them funds because they're trustworthy. I see what it is they're doing. They have a plan. They're taking this just as seriously, if not more seriously than I am.
Mm.
Nice,
love it,
nice.
Okay.
love it.
S- So there's different type of funding, that's out there for people. Um, where do you think people should go to like look for cause for grants? I know there's a lot of people on Instagram and say, hey, you can go fund for you can get this grant for this grant, that grant. But is there like a hub where there's a place where it breaks down to whatever you're doing, you can, look for this grant. So where would you go and tell the people to start?
Well, I would say Google. Besides
Mm.
Google, because I know we can Google just about
Well,
anything, and now they incorporated what, Gemini to it. So now you don't even have
Mm,
to, like, your whatever you type in the search bar is automatic AI generated response, right?
mm,
So places that I used like as a professional when I first started, and um even now, I would say me, I'm a hub because I'm always researching these so they can
Mm-hmm.
connect with you. That's one source.
Mm-hmm.
There's plenty of grants for NEA.gov. They are like for the art society. There are different nonprofits that support the arts. There are newsletters
Mm-hmm.
because when you get onto their newsletter, they're going to tell you because it's not out always in like the public eye, but whenever you are attached to their newsletter, or maybe you're on their committee, or you just volunteering for them or meeting them, anything, the best way I would say to get that insider grant information is newsletters.
Mm-hmm.
But besides a Google search, um, grants.gov, sam.gov, that's for like the federal funding, but they do have it for arts. It depends on what project it is. It depends on how little or how big you need funds for.
Mm-hmm.
And one other source is I think it's the Alley Theater. Don't quote me on it, but a
That would
lot
be
of our local spots for theater, they have it where you can qualify for their grant for whatever program that they have their own. So different sources like that.
Okay.
nice.
Cool. Cool.
Thank
Cool.
you. Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Go ahead and for our listeners and viewers, let us know where they can reach out to you for if they want to get any help with grant writing, grant funding. Where can they reach you at?
First of all, I'm impossible to find. No, I'm kidding. But I'm on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, I'm on Threads, LinkedIn, like all the major platforms. And I'm also on Twitter. I keep forgetting that, but I have a Twitter. But it's all writing visions. If you type that in, like in those, but on Facebook, I'm writing visions 22, and on Twitter, I'm writing visions 9.
Nice. Nice. Nice.
Also, everyone, I am a part of Score Houston as a workshop presenter. And I am CEO of Write the Vision Plainly LLC. That is my company.
There you, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Brittany C, the CEO of the nonprofit. I like that CEO. I got some cool friends, man. That's powerful right there. The CEO. Brittany, thank you so much for joining us. Greatly appreciated. And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. If you need more information on grant writing, Brittany is right there. Hit her up. Sorry, I have to be a little bit serious on that one. So talk to
No,
her.
it's all good.
Yeah.
But
Thank you, Brittany.
yeah, y'all get on my calendar. Let me know.